Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to do a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. Something with a very neutral wearable eye and a bright bold lip. Great for those who want to experiment with colour but aren't sure how to just as yet. Let's just jump right into the tutorial. To fasten up this tutorial a little bit, I did do my foundation off camera, but I hadn't done any highlighting or concealer. I'll do that with you later in the video. But for my foundation, I used my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC30. And I also did do my eyebrows. I used this new product to me, which is by Essence. A lot of people would use this, it's quite affordable. The packaging is rubbish. The product seems okay though. And I also did use my Benefit Gimme Brow in light medium. Absolutely love this. Since we are doing such a bold, bright lip, I'm going to start off by doing my lipstick first. I know this isn't something I would normally do, but it's just good to keep the lipstick on your lips while you're doing your eyeshadow, just to keep it in mind while you are doing the rest of your makeup, because you don't want to end up putting fluorescent pink blush with bright pink lipstick. For today's lipstick, I'm using my MAC lipstick in Candy Yum Yum, which is a beautiful bright pink. And I'm going to apply that initially just with a lip brush to make sure I get a nice sharp cupid's bow. So once you've filled in the perimeter with a lip brush, you can go in and just apply the lipstick straight from the tube onto your lips to fill out any other areas. I'm next going to blot my lipstick by just kissing a piece of tissue. This helps ensure that you don't get lipstick all over your mouth, and it also helps with the longevity of the lipstick as well. I'm not going to apply my second coat yet, we'll apply that later. And if you get any sort of messed up bits, you can just go in with a little bit of concealer and touch that up. So don't worry too much. Next, I'm going to apply a eye primer just to help with the longevity of the eyeshadows. And today I'm using my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm just going to apply the primer all the way up to my brow bone from my eyelid and also on my lower eyelid. Once you've done on the lips, we can go to start on the eyes now. I'm just going to take my MAC eyeshadow in Brulee and sweep that all over my mobile lid, staying under the crease. This is going to give the eyes a beautiful, big, bright appearance. I'm also going to apply a little bit of that colour just under the brow bone as a brow bone highlight. Next, I'm going in with another MAC eyeshadow in the colour Ginger Snap, and I'm going to be applying that with a tapered brush, putting the brush firstly on the outer corner of my eye, just in this section. Start by drawing almost little circles in this outer corner to darken up that intensity. Once you've done a few of those little laps around the outer corner of your eye, you just want to start working that colour gradually through the crease. Next, I'm using another MAC eyeshadow because I'm using my new MAC palette that I just got, so very excited to use the colours. I'm going to use a eyeshadow called Saddle, and I'm going to be applying that with a pencil brush on my lower lash line, starting from the outer corner and working the colour into the inner corner. You want it to gradually fade out. You also want to work a little bit of that colour up into the upper V of the eye, by patting that there. It's almost like creating a little bit of a V in this corner here. So that's why it's called the V when you hear people referring to it. I always used to hear people going, apply the eyeshadow in a V shape, and you're like, what's a V? That doesn't look like a V. But it sort of looks like a V when you look at it from this way. If it looks a little bit harsh because you used a pencil brush, just go in with that same brush that you used before to apply Ginger Snap, I think it is, and just blend out that colour a little bit. It should just blend pretty easily. Next, we're going to start building up the intensity. I'm going in with another MAC eyeshadow in the colour Dark Brew. It sort of sounds like how Kiwis say bro. They're like, hey bro. Hey boo. Oh well, I shouldn't really joke about that. But anyway, I'm going in with my Hakuhodo brush, which is nice and tapered. You want to start working that colour into the crease with that fine brush, keeping that line really thin. You almost want a sort of like a smoggy cut crease sort of look. So you've still got your cut crease there. It's blended, but it's not super obvious. So what you want to do is look at yourself in the mirror and just run that brush right along your eye socket. So you can sort of push down in that area and get that guideline, sort of tap that area, and then the brush will sort of naturally just fall into that area anyway. You can also drag a little bit of that colour onto the outer third of the lower eyelid. Next, I'm going to do a cat-winged liner with my absolute favourite Maybelline Eyeshadow black gel liner and a thin, precise little eyeliner brush. Once you've done your cat wing liner, you can go on to tightline your upper eyelid. Just use any sort of black eyeliner to gently lift your lid with your fingertip and then run an eyeliner through. As an inner corner highlight, just to open up the eyes a little bit, I'm going to go in with a MAC eyeshadow in Honey Lust. I'm going to apply that directly into the inner section of my eye and also a little bit of that sparkly, beautiful eyeshadow onto the inner section of my lower eyelid. For my mascara today, I'm using Benefit They're Real, one of my all-time favorite mascaras. Next, I'm going to apply a set of false eyelashes, and these are by Glam Eyes in the name style Miranda. And I'm guessing it's after Miranda Kerr because I saw some other ones that were called Kylie. So obviously Kylie Minogue. And I love Miranda, so I think I just bought them because they were called Miranda. After you've applied your false eyelashes, give them a moment to dry. As you can see, mine is still drying. I'm going to go in with a contour, and today I'm using a cream contour by Chanel. And I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques brush. We'll highlight after we contour because I want a really nice, fresh, glowing highlight. And I don't want the contour to make it look too mucky, so got to be sparing with this. I'm just going to apply this to the areas I would normally contour. And I'm using a Real Techniques brush because it is synthetic, and you definitely want to use some sort of synthetic brush because it also won't stain your brush as well. You want to be careful with this product because I feel like it can definitely make your face look a little bit muddy. It's only my first few times using it. I quite like it, but I feel like because my skin is quite oily, I almost feel like it makes me look a little bit greasy. Don't know if you can tell, maybe it might set a little bit more powdery, but at the moment I think it is a little bit. I'm then going to go in with my YSL Touche Éclat highlighter in color 2. I am definitely pronouncing that wrong. I will just pretend like I pronounced that the way I was meant to. There you go, all blended. Just kidding. I am then going to set the rest of my face with my MAC Studio Fix powder in C4 with a huge big brush. You don't want to overly powder your face, just a few sweeps. That Chanel product has set in nicely. It's actually not too dewy. Because I am the contour queen and I can't get enough contouring, I'm going to go in with another contour. This is the Bahama Mama bronzer. I can never pronounce it. I'm just going to further contour my face just a little bit more, and also down the sides of my nose, just a tiny bit. For my blush, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Rockateur blush and apply that to the apples of my cheeks and sweep it back just for a nice subtle washer colour. I really like this blusher because it's not too overwhelming, but it's a little something something, but not too much. Now that we've done our blush, we can go back in with our Candy Yum Yum lipstick. It sounds like a cat food, doesn't it? Like Candy Yum Yum. I don't know. Anyway, And I'm just going to apply that straight from the tube. Just for a nice freshen up colour. It's probably faded in the time you've done the rest of your face. I'm then going to go in and blot again. And reapply. So this is the completed makeup look. Something bold, but not too bold. Well, sort of kind of, but anyway, you get the point. The lips are bright, the eyes are sort of neutral, a little bit on the warmer side, but I really like how it turned out. If you did too, don't forget to subscribe so that you see more of my videos. I also do have another Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, which I just did, which I'll put a link to that at the end of this video, so you can go through and watch that if you like. I know that a lot of people don't like Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day isn't all about being with a boyfriend or being a couple. It's also about celebrating that day with people that you love. So even though you might be single and you feel a little bit lonely, take the time to appreciate someone in your life that you love, because I think that's pretty cute. And you know, it's not just all a scam, I think. Plus I do like getting flowers. I'm gonna admit, I think every girl likes getting flowers. Anyway guys, I love you all and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Have you seen my last video?